Ladies and gentlemen, Madame la Maire de Paris, President of Consistoire, my dear friend Joël Mergui, Chief Rabbi of France, Chief Rabbi of Paris, honored guests, dear friends, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. It is the most unappreciated thing to speak about something significant after my dear friend Joël Mergui, the mayor of Paris and the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and especially after Enrico Macias. And with recommendation of my dear friend Joël, I'm going to be very, very short, extremely short, and I will tell only two jokes. First of all, this new center is the sample that such an irregular building could be only Jewish center, but it means the content should be very regular and very correct. Once, Winston Churchill said, first we build building, and then building is constructing ours. The thing is that it reminds me the story about one Rebbe was followed up in the plane going to Japan. And Japanese guy, during the flight, it was a long flight from New York to Tokyo, asked him, please, Rebbe, tell me something about Judaism, about tradition. And Rebbe started to explain him, item by item, what is kashrut, what is hagim, and etc., etc. And finally, at the end of the flight, the Rebbe decided to ask the question back. Tell me, do you have some Jews in Japan? And the answer was, of course we have Jews, tomato Jews, orange Jews, and etc. I think that the leaders of France have much more knowledge about Jews than this Japanese guy. Standing here in Paris, I would like to pay deepest tribute to a country of magnificent and unparalleled contribution to the cause of liberty and advancement of free spirit. It is also hard not to be impressed by the achievements of French Jewry, the largest Jewish community in Europe. The Consistoire is a wonderful example of a communal organization which has strove for centuries for recognition, integration, preservation, and flourishment of a proud Jewish life and culture as an essential part of the Fifth Republic. French government, as we can saw with Monsieur Cazeneuve, greatest supporters of the Jewish community, and we are thankful for the words and actions of the leaders of the French Republic. Merci beaucoup. Nevertheless, France is a country with the greatest number of violent anti-Jewish incidents. Unfortunately, our enemies across Europe still seek to do us harm, both as Jews and as Europeans, through radical Islamists with their extreme ideologies and murderous agenda, or through neo-Nazis and far-right extremists who are nostalgic about past. However, we always choose life. Sadly, our enemies prefer to choose death. That is why we need to continue ensuring that questions of global security remain high on the political agenda. Dear friends, with my great pleasure, I want to share with you today what kind of conversation we had today with the President Hollande. We spoke about responsibility of the world leaders, especially of the leaders of the 5 nuclear countries, the permanent members of Security Council. We spoke today about unbreakable agenda which should be permanently present in non-stop discussion of these political leaders. What are these subjects? First of all, nuclear non-proliferation, included other mass murdering technologies as biological and chemical. Second, international terrorism. Third, demilitarization of space. Fourth,
Quatrième point,
pandemias and international diseases. And number 5, it's global warming of atmosphere, including the significant dramatic decreasing of usification of energy and raw materials. But I want to attract your attention as the leaders of Jewish Street to first 2. The non-proliferation of nuclear weapon and international terrorism. We see a dramatic future synergy between these 2 phenomena. Let's see the example about ISIS. Very soon, in 1 year, or maximum in 1 year and a half, their materials, their sources of existence is going to be gone. The question, where these prepared guys, real bandits, prepared to kill people in big numbers, where they're going to return? They will return to our homes, to Europe. And from other hand, there is no such an international terroristic organization which doesn't want to possess the dirty nuclear weapon. And the first victim of these future challenges, as usual, will be our Jewish Street.
So
we know this very well. That's why we want to raise this question just now, when it is not too late. That is why my recommendation to this beautiful project of the European Center of Judaism, let's spend some rooms and some budgets of this future beautiful project to the security issue, to the creation of the dogmas and principles of security of Jews in Europe. Finally, the last joke. You know, another guy
un autre
asked a rabbi, tell me please in a few words, what means Judaism? And the answer was, you know, they wanted to kill us. We won. Let's eat just now. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.